By the time anyone reached the campsite, there was nothing that could be done for 3 of them. Only one of them had survived. It's Sunday, June 5th, 1960, before 4 in the morning. At the shore of Lake Bodom, near the Oita area, a campsite sits quietly. A single ridge tent stands there. 4 people are inside, all of them asleep. No movement is recorded around the campsite, no visitors, no disturbances. The tent stays upright. The motorcycles are nearby, left where they were parked. Nothing suggests activity outside. No voices, no sounds, no changes. Time passes. The lake remains in the background. The shoreline doesn't change. Inside the tent, all 4 remain together. No one leaves. No one arrives. The situation holds. No interaction is described. No interruption. Only time marks this moment. It is still before 4 a.m. The campsite stays occupied. The tent remains closed. Then the boundary approaches. The undisturbed stretch ends. The next phase begins. Between 4 and 6 in the morning, the documented window opens. The tent remains the focus. All 4 are still inside. An attack is recorded as happening during these hours. Only in general terms. It takes place through the sides of the tent, from outside. There is no witness, no continuous observation. No one is recorded approaching. No one is recorded leaving. The tent stays standing for most of this time. Its condition isn't tracked minute by minute. Only the span of hours is known. Something happens there, but it isn't seen. No sounds are documented, no movements, no sequence. Just the tent, just its sides. The hours pass without detail. 4 comes, then 5. Campsite remains unobserved. Inside, all 4 stay inside. Outside, nothing is described. The window stays open, and then it closes. As 6 in the morning approaches, something changes. For the first time, an outside observer enters the record. The tent is no longer just a point in time. It becomes something seen. Around 6 in the morning, something changes. For the first time, people see the campsite from the outside. They are boys, out bird watching. From where they stand, they can see the ridge tent. It isn't standing the way it was before. They see it collapse. That's all that's described. No details about what's inside, just the tent. Down. At about the same time, they notice someone else. A man. Blonde. He's walking away from the campsite. No one speaks to him. No words are exchanged. They only see him leave. His direction. His appearance. Nothing more. Things happen in the same moment. The tent collapses. A man walks away. Then it ends. The boys don't stay. They don't keep watching. What happens next isn't seen. The campsite slips out of view. And after that, nothing. From 6 in the morning onward, the scene goes quiet again. No witnesses, no arrivals, no departures. Minutes pass, then hours. No movement is described, no sounds, no changes. The tent isn't mentioned again. The people inside aren't described. No condition is given. Time keeps moving. 6 becomes 7, then 8, then 9. The lakeshore isn't seen. The campsite isn't observed. Nothing is written down. This silence stretches on. Until, around 11 in the morning, it breaks. Someone arrives. For the first time since dawn, the campsite is seen again. A civilian arrives. The ridge tent is still there. But now, the condition of the site is clear. 3 people are there. They are dead. 1 person is there. He is alive. Mela Irmeli Björklund is found on top of the tent. Outside the fabric, she's undressed from the waist down. Her injuries are visible. Stab wounds. blunt force trauma to the head. The other two are nearby. They have similar injuries. Later descriptions sit beside the first ones. Both women are said to have been struck with rocks. The boy is said to have been stabbed. Niels Wilhelm Gustafsson is also there. He is alive. He is outside the tent, barefoot. His injuries are visible: broken facial bones, stab wounds, a fractured jaw, a cut on his cheek. The tent remains standing, though changed from before. The motorcycles are still parked nearby. The keys are gone. No one else is present. No officials yet. No control of the scene. Just what can be seen: bodies, a survivor, a tent. Things that are there, things that are missing. This remains unchanged for a short time. Then it begins to shift. By around noon, authorities arrive. Police step into the area. The campsite is no longer only a civilian discovery. Uniforms appear, but the space is not secured. No boundary is set, no cordon. People move through freely. A crowd forms. Officers walk around, others do too. The ground near the tent is open. The area near the bodies isn't restricted. Footsteps pass through. The tent stays where it is. The bodies stay where they are. Objects remain in place. No one marks positions. No one maps movements. No detailed notes are taken. Nothing is carefully preserved. Authority is present, but control isn't. The scene stays open. The shoreline fills with movement. This continues. And then the response widens. More people are called in. Soldiers arrive. The focus shifts outward, away from the tent, around the lake, missing items. Clothing from the group isn't at the site. Searches move through the nearby terrain. Some items are found, partially hidden, about 500 meters from the campsite. They are clothes, but not all of them. Several pieces are still missing. Among them are Niels Gustafsson's shoes. They aren't at the campsite. Later, they're found with the other clothing, also partially hidden, roughly the same distance away. The search keeps going. Not everything turns up. Two things never appear: a knife and a blunt object. They're believed to be the weapons, but they aren't found. The area is searched. People move through it. Some things emerge, others don't. Eventually, the movement slows. What was found is noted. What wasn't found stays missing. The lake grows quiet again. The scene stops changing. What remains is a list. Recovered items, and items that never surface. This stays the same. Years pass. And then, much later, something else begins to move. In late March of 2004, something shifts. An arrest is made. Niels Wilhelm Gustafsson is taken into custody, connected to what happened at Lake Bodom. For the first time, a name is formally tied to the case. Time moves again. More than a year passes. Then, on the 4th of August, 2005, a trial begins. The courtroom opens. Sessions stretch over days. People speak. Accounts are given. Some of them don't match. Different versions sit beside each other. None replace the other. None are resolved. Physical items are brought in. Among them is the ridge tent, the same one from the campsite. It stands in the courtroom now, out of place, but present. August moves into September. Days pass, arguments are heard, testimony ends. On the 8th of September, 2005, the last session closes. No more witnesses, no more evidence. The room goes quiet. The process pauses, and waiting begins. Days pass, then weeks. No decision yet. The case stays open until the 7th of October. A verdict is given. Niels Wilhelm Gustafsson is acquitted. The decision is made public. The court speaks about time passing, about how it affects clarity. They also mention eyewitness accounts that point to someone else being there. Those words remain. The same day, another choice is announced. Prosecutors say they won't appeal. No higher court, no new hearings. The legal process ends. Nothing follows. No more proceedings. No changes. The case stays where it is. But outside the courtroom, questions don't move the same way. And what remains doesn't fade.